Hi guys, welcome to this video review about the Wondershare Filmora video editing software. This is I'm comparing this a little bit with the Microsoft Movie Maker, which is free, and unfortunately, I don't know many other tools. I've heard about the Adobe, which is about $200 or $300. I don't know if you have to buy for additional filters or so, but I was looking for something which is not too complicated and not too expensive. And when you search for video editing software or like filters or special effects or blurring faces or whatever, you a lot of time come to the Wondershare Filmora. They do a really great job about SEO, like search engine optimization. They are, if you search for something about video editing, you always land on this page. And so I thought, yeah, okay, let's give it a try. Let's see how this works. And so I was doing a little bit with that for the last 24 hours, of course, not all the time, but a little bit. And so I can tell you a little bit the difference, especially between this and the Microsoft Movie Maker, which is still available for Windows 10 and it's still for free. So here we have the landing page. When you click on products, you have the Filmora Go. I mean, Filmora, that's the one I have been testing for the computer. It's available for Windows 10. Don't know if it's available for Mac. The Filmora Go is for mobile phones, and this is a screen. Filmora screen is a screen recording software like Bandicam or something like that. So when you click on that, Filmora, the thing is always a little bit confusing about the price. So first you don't see a price and you can click on free download, and a lot of people get a little bit disappointed when they download it and after that they produce a movie, they invest a lot of time into that, and then they are exporting this, saving as MP4 or something like that, and they see a big watermark on this movie because it's actually not free. It's just you can try it, but if you want to use it without the watermark, then you have to pay. So we click on pay now, and you see uh, individual. They say it's free. So but I mean it's actually it's a joke. I mean individual free $0. Wow, looks good. Okay, they say all features, free updates, but not no watermark. So they definitely will produce a watermark, and I think it's big. I haven't produced it, so it's quite disappointing. And also no free tech support, and I'm trying to get to the support on Facebook, on YouTube, on especially on this website, and it was not possible to get to the tech support. That's really disappointing. You can click 10 times on tech support. Here there's support, and then they say, yeah, okay, you're close to support. Just answer a few questions, what you're looking for, blah blah blah, and you type in things, and you never get to the tech support. I don't know if this really works when you do the lifetime thing. What you have to be uh, careful when you do the lifetime. Say bestseller, it's cheap, $10 off. I think there are even coupons around where you get it a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure about that. I just heard it. One-time fee, $60. It seems to be pretty reasonable. All features, free updates, no watermark, free tech support. But what they don't write is that this does not include the filters and the filters are most important. Without the filters or effects, the whole thing is not worth anything. Or I mean, it's really super simple, and it's all you can't almost do anything. I mean, not fancy stuff. I have been looking for anything like face blurring, and so I think all these things, all these really advanced stuff is here, and they are making the money. As you can see, there is no lifetime thing. There is only quarterly, monthly, and yearly. That's the cheapest thing, yearly. So when you are thinking using that for the next 10 years, that will be uh, $1,000 for next 10 years. $1,000. So it's not gonna be cheap, definitely. Yeah, this monthly thing is for me, it's actually more or less a killer. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about these things, what you can do without or what you can do with, but I have been trying, of course, what you download is without the effect stores, and I haven't found a lot what you can do. They say modern easy to use, modern easy to use. When you go to, when you look for instructions or guidelines, it's a little bit difficult. When you go to YouTube, yeah, there are a lot of videos, or at least some videos from Filmora, and they are totally outdated. They don't help. I don't know if you find something up to date. It's really difficult. They say this thing should be included, 4K editing, noise removal, and such things. It's a little bit more, I think, than Microsoft Movie Maker, but not really a lot more. And yeah, anti-shake. And so I thought it's so pan and zoom, and I thought, oh yeah, that's great. This is something I need. But then I read it's only for still footage. I mean, I want to buy a movie editing thing, not a picture editing thing. I think that there's one thing, picture in picture, sounds really good. I haven't seen that. I don't know how this will work. Screen recording. I don't know if this is really available in the standard version. You see a lot of things. Screen detection, scene detection. That would be something I've seen also since 20 years ago. I had this already. I haven't seen that in Movie Maker, unfortunately. Auto crop, resize. Yeah. I mean, actually, it has a lot of nice things. Here you see special effects. Yeah, can be nice. I don't see it really super good, but you have to decide on your own. Also, thing is when you download the software and install it, I haven't found any option that you can choose to where to install. So if you have a small computer, let's say with a small SSD, maybe a bigger hard drive on D, so you have everything like Windows on the C drive and you try to save space on C, there's no option to install it on D, so they put it on C drive, and probably on the long term they will store everything like clips and everything, even output they try to save on C. Of course output you can select for D, but a lot of like working files, temporary files and so on, it will, and program files, everything will be stored on C, and over time it will build up a couple of gigabytes. I think, as far as I remember, I've done a test like 1 year ago, and I ended up with 4 gigabytes over short term, so I had to uninstall. So here is the thing: what you have, what you get when you open it for the first time. Yeah, I'll try to open a new project. Okay, so here we have the empty thing. What you get when you start, yeah, when you start from scratch, you have nothing. It says unregistered. I make it a little bit bigger so you can see everything a little bit better. So I hope that is good. So what I actually expect when I have something like this, I think I can click on window and the right cursor to the right. So usually when I have programs or the Explorer file, when I do Windows and cursor to the right, then the program will go to the right side. So this does not happen. This is really, really disappointing when you want to use something like this. You have to check something in the Explorer, so you really have to do it on your own. So you can do this, so you can put it to the right side, and so I'm doing this on the left side. And what's this? Hold on a second. So I have this yeah, video files here. I want to put them a little bit to the side. So here I am. They are a little bit more to the left side, so you can see more or less everything here. The Filmora thing. So when you use to Windows Movie Maker, you know you can take a clip from here like an MP4, and you can drag it to not only the media thing, which that, because in the Movie Maker there's no such thing like media. You can just drag it into the timeline in the Microsoft Movie Maker, which is really convenient. And here you can't place it anywhere. That's really crazy. You can't drag and drop. I thought I have seen this, that you can do that, drag and drop some media into this dashboard, and you can't. You really have to copy the address as a text, click on file, and then, so here we are, click on one of the files, and then it has to import it. So it was not super, didn't take a long time, but what's that? I'm having problems. I don't know, there was something going on with Bandicam. Hope you can see that. So now we have the thing here, and from the media section you can put it down. Okay, that's the good thing. Now it's a little bit too big. You have basically two options as far as I can see. As I know, you have this thing here, zoom to fit, and then it fills up the whole section, the visible section. One good thing is here you can right click in this area and make the timeline smaller and bigger really, really easily. That's absolutely awesome. What's also good, you can click on that, you can do Control C, Control V, and then you have the same clip again. So I can um, do Control V again and again and again and again and again, so everything will be on top. And now you can take one of these, and when you want to extend the timeline, I mean have all these clips after each other, then you can just drag this thing after that. But one thing which is really bad, and I couldn't almost believe that, now we have this on track 7, and I want to pull down it to the other track. I think it was track 1. I can't. It doesn't go down. So that's, I have to drag this to track 5, then scroll a little bit down, like drag it down, and then I can do this here. So, and then I have to scroll up, then drag it down again, drag these things down, so you can see both tracks. It's really ridiculous. That's really ridiculous. This shouldn't be for a paid software. Sorry guys, does not. I don't like that. So I mean, at the end you can do that. You can click on this thing, and usually it works. So that's an error, I think, because it should actually show the whole thing, not only one clip. Now, why do I have only one clip? I have no clue, because I think I had more than that. Now, oh, all the clips have been placed after each other. Can that really be? I'm a little bit lost now. I don't know. This, I have to shorten this. It starts with 2 hours. It starts after 2 hours. I have no idea how to go to the start line of this thing. It starts at 2 hours, and when you see this, you can drag. I mean, you can use this scroll bar. That's actually good, and go to 2 hours and 2 hours 30, and you can go back to 0, and usually it does the same here at the bottom, I mean on the timeline, but now it doesn't do that. So I stop and try to fix that. Okay, I've already found this. There's another scroll bar. I hope you can see that, the black one at the bottom, very bottom. That's really a strange thing. I don't know why this is. So now I'm at the starting point, and when you want to go from the starting point to the back, you have two options. You can drag this thing to the right, or you can use this thing here. It's absolutely the same. I don't see any difference, as you can see. But when you, as you can see, sometimes it's a little bit slow. It needs time to adjust this thing here, and it needs time to adjust the picture. So usually I'm going, especially when I'm close to finish my job, I go through the whole thing and double check if there's nothing silly. Like, as you have seen, at one place there was me showing my hand, or people too close, which I didn't want. I don't want to see other people too close. I don't want to see my hand, and I don't want to see, yeah, like this. So it's really hard to find something. When you drag and drop, when you scroll through the whole thing, and you have something and you stop, it keeps moving. Let's say, yeah, I tried to stop at the position where I was looking down, but I stopped and the picture kept moving. So it's really hard to find something which you don't like, which you want to cut out. That's something I don't like. What's good? You can use the cursor to move left and right. Check these numbers here, the seconds. No, here actually. Um, yeah, the thing is, no, here you have to check here. We have the hours, minutes, seconds, and hundredths of a second. And when I move the cursor to the left on the keyboard, it goes 1/100th of a second to the left, and I can do this also to the right. So actually frame by frame, or actually even less than a frame, because actually I don't have 100 frames per second. So it's more like 2 or 3 clicks per second. That's good, but I would like to have something a little bit faster, like page up, page down. I had it with other softwares. Page up, page down goes maybe left and right by 1 second. Does not happen here. I think there's no way to do that, but I haven't checked all the instructions, and I don't know where there are instructions. Maybe there's a help. Yeah, here we have a help on top. Maybe there would be something, but that's a special thing as well, because I would like to show you also the menu, and it's difficult to show you the menu, otherwise when I make it big like this, it makes immediately a full screen. So I'm trying like this. So yeah, here there's a help, online help, support, and I haven't tried this, so maybe we would find something. So as you see, it's pretty stable. You can move left and right, and usually it does not crash. I had it once that I dragged something to the timeline, like sound or music, and it crashed immediately. So, but just once, it's, I would say, acceptable, but you have to save your project every now and then, otherwise you will be disappointed when everything is gone, because it doesn't do automatic save. So what you can do, what can you do when you want to cut? Let's say you go here and you think, oh, from here I want to cut something. That's a good thing. So you have this red thing here, and you can cut right from here. You don't have to click right on this red line like in Microsoft Movie Maker. You have to just mark this, and the red line still say the same, will be remain the same, and you right click on this clip here, and you say split, and it will split at the location where the red bar is. You will see that. So you see, okay. And so we go a little bit to the right, and we say, okay, maybe I want to delete everything till, yeah, till here. Okay, we right click again and say split. And now you see we have this part which you can mark. Now it's marked with a green frame, and we just press the delete button and it will be gone. So maybe we want to delete something here as well, and whatever, maybe this one. So as you can see, now we have a timeline which has empty spaces. That wouldn't happen in Microsoft Movie Maker, because when you delete something like this, the clip from the right would automatically go to the left and align with the last available clip. I don't know why this isn't the case here, because I really appreciate that in the Movie Maker, because I don't have to do that. I was going to finalize this movie, and I have been cutting out about 10 pieces, and so I had to drag this thing to left, and this thing here, and this here, and this here, and it's a stupid work, so I don't know. But I mean, it can be done. What's good about this thing, if you have a couple of clips together, you can just left click from here and then move as far as you want, and then you have like that's a multi selection, and then you can do whatever you want with that part. You can like only mark this part and move this thing away. So but I don't know if there is something like mark everything and then like join. I have This is really missing, so I would like to have something where I can say, okay, I have now this and this and this part together, and I mark everything, right click, and then I like to join, make one thing out of this. So there's nothing like this. I'm really missing this a little bit. What's good about this, I don't know how it is with Movie Maker. I've been trying lately with the audio. It worked somehow. You can make the sound of a video clip a little bit louder, or you can even mute that as well on the Microsoft Movie Maker, but I'm not 100% sure if you can extract. I think you can extract a sound from a video, but I'm not 100% sure anymore because it's a long time ago when I did it. What you can do here, you right click and detach audio, and it will detach the audio. You see it's not in the video clip, it's not in timeline, it was in the video, it's here separate. So, and I think this gives you more options. Like anyway, you here you have the volume, and I don't know if you can what you can do, especially I mean at least you can now move the sound. I think move the sound to the right. I was expecting that. Now I think it's behaving a little bit strange and it's close to fail. No, you see, at least now what I'm trying to do, you see, you can now in the timeline you can do separate things with your audio track, so it doesn't have to match anymore to the video clip, which is good. That definitely helps, and you can double and triple and move and rearrange or whatever. So that's good. And you have like I think in infinite tracks. So when you take something like this and copy and paste, as you can see, there are also almost unlimited tracks. That's better than in the Movie Maker. In the Movie Maker, you definitely don't have unlimited tracks. So when you delete these things here, the track will be gone, at least in the timeline. That's good. So, but definitely there's no drag drop. That's really annoying. I don't like that. Yeah, what you have here, there are some annotations. You have banners. You can do this in favorites. You have captions, like you can do what did I have? I had something nicer. I think I had arrows. Yeah, you can drag an arrow here. That's really awesome. That looks good. So and you can then you have the arrow. Let me look for that. I don't see that. Maybe I have to make it bigger. Yeah, when I make it really big. So I see it's an arrow which lasts for I don't know 5 seconds or so. I think. Yeah. And I can do something, of course I can make it longer, so you see like 10 seconds, 20 seconds or whatever, and I can maybe fade out. No, doesn't look. Oh yeah, I can fade it out. That's really good, and the fade can fade in. That's probably fade in. So let's see how this works.
Oh my god.
Hmm. Okay. um yeah, what I want to make, I want to reduce the sound so that it doesn't disturb you. So let's. Okay. So you see now, does it fade? Yeah, yeah, it's fading out. Yeah, yeah, it does it. Not bad. So this is really good. So where are we now? Uh, it's somehow gone. Where is it? I can't find it anymore. Where did we have it? I really can't find this thing. Oh, that's good here. Yeah, when I click on a track and then click on this thing, it will send the track and not the whole thing. When I click on track 3 and I center it, it's almost impossible to find this. When I click on track 4 and center, oh yeah, that's good. That's not bad. So I really like that, but it's difficult to move around. So can we find this still? Let's see. No. Yeah. I mean, it's not so easy. So yeah, but that's good, and you can add a text like this thing. Oops. Yeah, it's also possible to move around your the whole video. So text, I think. Yeah, here. I just left click here, left click here. No. Doesn't work. Left click here. What do I have to do? Ah, I drag and drop with left mouse, and I click on that and uh, turn left. Oh, left. Yeah, something like this. I can click. So put it down. Yeah, something like this. This is really easy. I don't know if you can make it transparent. Yeah, there are some options. Opacity, maybe 20%. How will it look? And yeah, not bad. Okay, those things are really working, but I don't see any advanced filters like find a next scene or blur faces or something like this. These are really the easy things like overlays, bubbles, banners, blur. Yeah, but not blur faces, just blur a part of the screen. So, but not automatic detection. What you can do, you can press Control C and it will be gone. That's good. I don't know if it's infinite or what you can do. You can, yes, you can see I'm pressing now Control C and it reverses everything. Yeah, probably basically to the beginning of the project. And then I can press Control Y. As you can see, it redos everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So at least this thing is working, but not everything. No drag drop, no window cursor right, no Windows cursor left. That's a little bit annoying in this time. So I don't like this too much. So in the file you have new project. You can, I mean, this is similar to the Microsoft Movie Maker, saving projects as, and so import media files. That's the thing which you can doing here as well. And preferences, I haven't checked this. Edit and export, of course. I have tried this. When you create a video, you have different options. You can directly upload on YouTube. I have found people saying it's not working. Same thing for Facebook. I don't know if it was just a problem with some guy or if it's for a lot of people. You have just 4 options here. Maybe you can buy more options. MP4, MOV, GIF, MP3. I like the GIF. I mean, I think it's an animated GIF, so that's a cool thing. MP3 move. I mean, yeah, usually it's enough, but some people would like to have a VI or something like that. And I mean, there are a lot of other possibilities how you can store videos. And when you go to Microsoft Movie Maker, you will see that there are really a lot of options. And especially what I like with Movie Maker, you have like presets. They ask you, you want to save it for like an older smartphone, your smartphone, for a tablet, for email, for YouTube, for, I mean, so many presets. Here I don't see any presets. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't found this. So when you are trying, when you're storing this in the default settings with MP4, I mean, of course, that's a high resolution, probably high bitrate, and then the movie gets, or the video clip gets, it takes really long. So for a 2-hour video clip, it will definitely take about 2 hours or so. Hey, I can click on export. They ask you, they say, yeah, okay, when you do that, you will have like a watermark, something like this. Or with the trial version with the registered version, it's not. Of course, you won't have a watermark, and you can buy it now, or you can just continue, and then you, of course, you will have this watermark. So here, as you can see, it gives you the elapsed time and the time remaining. It starts here with 1 hour. I would say this clip is 2.5 hours, I think, can't remember exactly. And I tried a couple of times and I ended up with about same time as the video clip. Maybe it will be a little bit faster when you make a big clip, I don't know, but you have to expect a really long time. When you go to Movie Maker, usually you can expect a faster time. Um, Not always, but I'm using the highest resolution, and I think usually it doesn't take too much time. So, but yeah, now, yeah, around 1 hour for 2.5 hour movie. Yeah, it's not so bad anymore. It was with another clip I tried, it was worse. Here with this one, it's not looking so bad. So of course I cancel that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to show an exported file. Here I have the thing here. Uh, I'll start this. This is without sound, and now we probably get a lot of annoying messages. So as you can see, the quality, I mean, there's some fog from the camera. The fog is not from the Filmora, and it looks not too bad actually. I mean, it's hard to say. I have the impression that it has some artifacts. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, I'm recording with Bandicam, but I think I have the impression that it does have quite some artifacts in the clouds. But I mean, I could be wrong, or maybe it's the settings. But yes, let's close this thing. Probably we'll get more of these silly um, things. No? Yeah. Last time I got a lot of silly informations when I was closing that. So anyway, um, now I think, I mean, it's more than half an hour. I hope you are still bearing with me, and I hope I was able to help you a little bit and show you a little bit of the advantages and disadvantages. So overall, with this setup, without the additional payments of these filters, advanced filters and plugins or whatever, it does not do much more than the Microsoft Movie Maker. If you're planning to buy these additional fancy stuff, then you can do much more, of course, than with the Microsoft Movie Maker, but you have to face another $100 every year. I mean, if you just want to have like an alternate to Microsoft Movie Maker and have a little bit of more options, I don't know if it's really worth the money. You have a little bit of more options. I mean, you have more tracks. You have, yeah, a few more options. But on the other hand, I mean, Microsoft Movie Maker has quite some transitions, free transitions, and I don't know if there are any transitions in this version overlay. Yeah, I haven't been looking for the things, but maybe there are not. So I think I would say there are more options in the Movie Maker. Of course, the Movie Maker hasn't been updated in the last 6 years, but it's fully integrated into Windows. You can drag drop, and it's probably more stable, and the quality is at least the same as the thing here. So why to pay $60 for something? So if you're planning to buy these filters and everything, maybe it's worse then. But just this thing, what you get for $60 lifetime, I don't see a real huge advantage, as I see actually more disadvantages. So I'm definitely not going to buy this. I will still keep looking for something which either includes everything, maybe for $100, includes all the filters, all the add-ons, and everything, and is more integrated into Windows, and yeah, maybe has a little bit more advanced features. So for me, this is not gonna work, and the support, I haven't found any support, and the reviews are really doubtful. When you go into, I've been looking, I've been searching for a lot of reviews on YouTube and so on, and there are some good reviews, but they are a little bit like I would say doubtful. Some people have been writing, "Oh, I'm a super pro. I'm experienced. I'm a professional video editor with 10 years experience, and and I think this product is really good, and I'm going to buy it." Huh? I have to say, what? A guy who is doing professional video editing for 10 years is going to buy this? Come on. That's a joke. That's fake review. And a lot of people have been disappointing because they have been problem with exporting. They have had crashes, yeah, and a lot of other things, other limitations, and the support isn't really up to the spot, and yeah, a lot of things also here. There are some things which I really don't get. I've been tried to play around with this fit and full. I don't know. I mean, when you reduce this to 1/16, of course, when you move around, it's bad. But will it be on your video as well? I don't know. Probably not. I'm not sure about that. So it could have a little bit more explanation. Let's say, yeah, it says playback resolution. So, and scale. So what does it scale? I mean scale. There are a lot of scales, and here it's crop. What does it actually? I mean, I've been clicking on that, and yeah, I don't know really. You can play around a little bit, and um, I I have, yeah, I haven't found out everything what it does. It's interesting, but when you play around like this, it tends to crash. So now I did something silly. So of course, it's a good thing I can go back even with these things. Yeah, I mean, yeah, overall, for me, not a buy. I'm not going to buy this. It was a nice experience. So it saved me $60. I was close to just buy it and try it out, but as they say, you get actually already the full version for free. So I'm guessing I have the full version. I'm disappointed with this so-called full version. This is nothing for me. So yeah. Anyway, I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel, and if you have any questions, just write to the comment section. Always happy to talk about these things. So thanks for watching. See you next time.